How's it going, everyone? Caden at North 40 Fly Shop in Lewiston, Idaho, and today we're going to be tying the stimulator. So we got some natural elk hair here, and then for some of the dubbing, Senyo's laser dub in yellow, and then one in hot orange. And then for the hook that we're going to be using today is going to be a dry fly Umpqua Tiemco one, size 12. The exact model is going to be the TMC 2312. Then we're going to have some brown hackle here, also some grizzly hackle. For the thread, we're just going to be using 140 ultra thread here in orange. And then we're also going to have some small wire. This color is rust. And then so we're also going to be trying out the new Loon products, all their fly tying material. So we got their whip finish, which is really awesome, their bobbin, some of their scissors, and their hair stacker. And so we're going to be trying those out today. Let's get started. Alright, so we got that hook in the vise here. We're going to take our thread and start right in the middle. Just wrap consecutive back to the bend of the hook. And a good reference point for this is the barb. That's where I like to end it off. Clip that off. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our elk hair, get a smaller clump of this. Make sure we clean it out at the base. And we're going to put that in our stacker here. Making sure that those are all even. And then for another reference point, because you don't want your tips to stick too far past the butt, just the color change between the elk hair there is right where I like to put it. Take 2 loose wraps there and then tighten them down, and then just wrap backwards back to where we ended our thread there. Pull that up and trim it off. Don't worry if it's too rough or anything, because you'll put dubbing over that, so. Tighten this all down so it won't spin. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take our wire that's in the small. We don't want to add too much wire on here, so we're just going to barely wrap the tip in. Make sure that that's nice and secure and won't come out. Next, we're going to take our dubbing, our orange dubbing, and we're going to start putting that on. And once you got to a point where you like it there, we're going to add in our brown hackle. For this, just strip the tip off a little bit, fibers. Lay that in there. and make even wraps going backwards with it. And once you're done, take your wire and wrap over that, securing that hackle down. And then just wiggle it in between all of those fibers, just wrapping it up to the front. And once you've got that, wrap over that to secure that wire down. That looks good. Trim that off. Then you can trim the end of the hackle off, just like that. Next, we're going to add in the bigger wing part of this fly. And so a more generous clump of elk hair will work for this. Make sure to clean it out. And put that in our stacker. Make sure the tips are nice and even. We're going to pull a little bit out. Alright, and for the wing, I don't like it completely to the butt, but just in front of it, just a little bit. Take 2 loose wraps, tighten it down with a 3rd, 4th, and then what I like to do is I like to come in between these here and secure it down, and then right back over the top again. And that secures it from spinning. And you can pull all this up. Trim that down. And if you got any stragglers, you can trim those out too. For this head, we want to make sure we taper it down, so get a good cone finish on it. Next, we're going to take our grizzly hackle. Now I've got this measured out. You want to make sure it's all measured for you. Strip the tips off of this as well. And lay that in there. Then we're going to take our yellow dubbing here. Put that on the thread. And start wrapping that down. And then take our grizzly and start wrapping that down. And at the end there, make sure you cut that off. I didn't like how that laid there, so I'm gonna redo that a little bit. That looks a lot better. Two nice tight wraps. Then we're going to take our whip finish here, secure that with one, and come back with two like that. And what I like most about this whip finish is how easy it is with the butt end. That's a little thing where you can trim off your hackle there. And then you can trim off your thread. And what I like to do to finish this off is take some head cement. I like just to put that in there. You can always come back and clean it out. So. And that is how you tie a stimulator.